Yeah.
Okay then.
Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Henchigate. I'm Jared.
Right here.
And
Now I'm Mark.
yes, got the Kevin Mark situation here. Whatever. Welcome back to our crap bi-weekly review of Power Rangers HyperForce.
You don't sound as happy about it.
Well, I mean, a lot of stuff happened this week in HyperForce. A lot of stuff went down in the past 2 weeks of HyperForce. So I guess we'll do it right. Just for your sake, to appease you, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing a bi-weekly reviews of Power Rangers HyperForce.
Yeah, you got muted on the music.
Yeah, you guys got it. We're doing Power Rangers HyperForce episodes 18 and 19. And where we left off in Power Rangers last time was they were back in the year 3017. They just finished up their little adventure. Now they're off to the year 2014. To this time, to the year of Super Megaforce, which is, I think, the first of the Neo Saban era that they've visited.
It is.
They visited the Saban era. They've been to the Disney era. Yeah, it's the Neo Saban era.
They finally made it.
Our background is the Legendary Battle extended version, not the
kind that we could have gotten on TV.
What'd you say, Kevin?
The one we should have gotten on TV.
The one we should have gotten on TV when we got Thanksgiving weekend, or
Well, they aired it anyways eventually.
They aired it eventually, but they aired it on Nick.com after they. Whatever. We're not gonna harp on that right now. We gotta get to the nitty-gritty.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh,
fine.
No time and place for that, but got our nice little handy dandy HyperForce notepad for random notes and whatnot. But I don't need it because we know what went down. We've seen the episode. We've seen if you watch HyperForce, then you should know
what damn happened to you.
Why aren't you watching HyperForce? Come on, man. It should be a crime if you don't watch HyperForce.
I know, man. It's amazing. And the comic books, too. You should read those.
Yes.
Spoilers!
I mean, spoilers.
Nah, we're spoiling it anyways. So if you haven't seen it yet, spoilers. If you've already seen it, cool. Good for you. Welcome to the club. So, after the Power Rangers got their little, what's the word? They got their intel from their info. They had to head up to 2014. Got the Megaforce Rangers. They head over to the year 2014, but they didn't land on Earth just yet. They landed on the planet Andrasia, which is the home of the HyperForce Silver Ranger, played by Cameron Jibo, who made a special guest appearance.
Yep.
Defeated Rhyan Stereo, who was going to guest. I thought it was going to be Troy's actor Andrew Gray. And Ryan thought John Loudermilk, who played Noah. And there goes Noah, there goes Troy. Our choices. But moving on. So they land in Andrasia. It was a little bit after the Armada came in and wrecked their stuff. So she stays in her Ranger form and throws on her trench coat given to her by Lena Song in the SPD timeline.
All right.
She has a trench coat.
She has a trench coat.
You had one.
Good.
I mean, that's something you'd do.
Trench coat.
Yes, it is. I do have one.
I'm not gonna ask. So they get a little concerned as they're a little disgusted as Vesper decides to address Chloe directly about her questionable hygiene. I would be a little worried too. Why are you wearing your costume for multiple weeks? So Chloe,
Okay.
Power, she agrees that they might be right. So but she still chooses to remain more. And there he is, our man Rhyan. The Rangers end up meeting him when they meet. They end up on the surface of the planet Androsia. He's just chilling, fishing, finding his way out. So
making his way downtown, walking fast.
No.
Yes.
If you guys have watched Super Mega Force, like we have, you notice his background on he was just chilling on Androsia after his people were killed, and he's just fishing, waiting for the right time, the right moment to leave. So the HyperForce Rangers were there during the Mega Force season.
Yes.
But he's just chilling, fishing. They meet him. Vesper confronts him first and scares away the fish. I feel like that's something that happened in Dragon Ball. But I could be wrong. I don't remember. And Vesper, she annoys him. Then she reprogrammed the morphers to understand Orion's language, but in a way she did by licking their morphers.
That's weird.
This is Christina V. She's just that good at what she does and makes that character of Vesper odd, quirky.
Okay.
Moving on. So they can understand her language. Eddie, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for Vesper being Vesper." Vesper saying she's Vesper the Great. So he caught 2 fish for Orion, and Chloe reveals herself, and she was mistaken for a robot by Orion. Because he's a little, he's still a little shook up about the old Armada. Robots aren't really friendly to Orion at the moment. So to make sure Orion didn't attack her, the Rangers had to restrain Chloe, and then Vesper informs the other Rangers that she has a plan to take care of the Armada by using the remnants of her Vengeance virus. Then Orion fills Jack in on how he has a plan. He used to mine ore, and
although before we go on, not the safest choice to really take down the Armada, but okay.
Yeah, no, using the Vengeance virus is not really a good plan. So he fills Jack in on what he did, or what he used to do. How the Armada ships have been loading up on various ores from the planet, and how he failed to capture an Armada ship after downing it. So Orion's still telling Jack a little bit more about his past. Vesper then mistakes Orion what he says as a pickup line and runs off telling Orion that she can't live with hurting another person emotionally. I'm feeling so bad for Eddie. Like, every time she just goes off flirting with some other dude or some other Rangers, it's like Eddie is right there. Come on. Like she's that full of herself that she would think, oh look, I know I'm great, I am Vesper the Great, but I don't want to hurt another person right now at the moment. I'm sorry. So I can't even be mad just because that's something she would do and it's funny. Moving on. So Eddie then talks with Marvel about how only he is seeing the other Rangers interact with each other. So Marv attempts to comfort Eddie, telling him how the Rangers are close because of his efforts, which is really true. Eddie is like a big part of this team. So after that, Eddie and Marv, they go and rejoin Jack and Orion, and he informs them that he found his silver morpher.
Yay.
I wish I had dug it out for this review because I have the Gokai Cellular, but oh well.
Oh well.
Damn, mine's upstairs.
See, you messed up. See, Kevin messed up too. We both had our morphers, but we didn't bother to bring it out.
I don't know how the American version, but but the Japanese is cooler.
So I got quick little thing. I got my Japanese version from CS Toys. So shout out to Mr. S and his awesome folks there. If you guys need to get your fix on any type of Toku gear, go to CS Toys. You can go to Big Bad Toy Store, Image Anime. We have that out here. So that's fortunate for us. But those are the three things I use. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to use, especially now with Toys R Us going.
Right.
Oh God, I used to be a Toys R Us kid.
The one we have on the island pretty much sucks, anyways.
I was gonna say, like, if we don't mind, you know, doing something, we could go there.
Lack of up-to-date stocks.
Maybe.
Yeah, but that means it could be old stuff there.
Yeah. I mean,
old toys there.
Yeah, I mean, KB Toys was going out of business. That's how I got a Dragon Ball GT game for cheap. Final bout.
See, you could do it.
I got a lot of stuff for cheap when KB Toys was gone, but I don't want to harp on that painful wound. Moving on with this review. Yeah, so Orion has his morpher.
Yay.
And then Chloe goes and finds Vesper moping and tries to get her to go back to the rest of the group. And then Vesper tells Chloe that she thinks that she's broken since the Benjix had infected her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, heartbreaking again. That's some powerful stuff right there. So Vesper, she tries to run a diagnostic on herself, but with very little success. And the girls, they make their way back to the rest of the guys. And as they make their way back, an Armada ship flies by, which is, well, you don't see him, but it's Armada. It's the one Orion uses. Clearly, the Rangers and Orion follow the ship to the woods, and they take cover. And Eddie combines his water attack with Chloe's whirlwind attack to make a water hurricane, and they take down the Armada ship. So it wasn't a stupid boulder.
Yay.
We have many. It
was a technically catapult, I think, but whatever.
Shut up! Don't try to defend them. But I'm joking. There's a reason why they think it's a giant catapult and rock. Moving on, they take down the ship, and yeah, they start making repairs. Yeah. The remaining Armada ships, they flee with the recovered pilot that they downed with the ship. They commandeered the ship that Orion originally takes anyways, and they make repairs. And that's where they went on break, and that's where we're going to go on break real quick. No, Lupinranger, Patranger, we're going to say for the halfway point. I guess I'm going to mention WWE again because they had another pay-per-view, which is irrelevant, like how their Ranger forms in the background are irrelevant to this franchise because they didn't really make any sense of it. This really made no sense.
Meh.
Segue. Either way, Fastlane was a surprisingly good pay-per-view. It leading up to WrestleMania, which is in a few weeks, which we will cover in depth because that's WrestleMania. everything.
Well, you'll cover it in depth.
Yeah. I'll cover it in depth. Probably. I don't know what I'm gonna do about WrestleMania yet. We'll figure that out when we get to that time.
I have a question.
Go for it.
So, like, are we allowed to announce that you guys lost now, or
We've been announced this. Everybody knows we've been lost.
Almost every video.
Yeah, we're just. And we also
they know that you guys lost,
and they know when the date is. We mentioned this the last time we reviewed HyperForce.
Well, I wasn't here the last time. Remember?
Oh yeah, you had to. Oh yeah, that's right. We had a major difficulty because of the snowstorm. But since Kevin's not here, even though I explained this to him as well, for our punishment, we are going to be taking the 2-time spicy ramen challenge, not the 4-time spicy
What
ramen.
do you mean?
The 4-time spicy ramen is not spicy enough. So we're going to be taking the 2-time spicy ramen challenge with a hint of Mad Dog 357 hot sauce with number 9 plutonium, which is 1 million on the Scoville unit, and the 1-chip challenge. I was fortunately enough to find.
All right, so you did find it.
Yep. So you're taking it with me.
I have a question.
Kevin has a question.
Do you both have death wishes?
You guys don't bother to stop me, so instead of
I'm pretty sure ignored us.
Either way.
Well,
yes, we're going to be doing this all April 15th, which is our 1-year anniversary on YouTube.
Funnily enough, it's also being where we filmed our first videos. My house.
Yes. So we're doing it at our usual compound, and we're going to be doing it live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I think I'm missing YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. No, that's about it. We're gonna go live on 5 platforms.
Fine.
Really?
I'm not sure what you're saying really about.
I heard you say Vine. I know you said Vine.
I thought you were talking about these headphones.
No.
Oh shit, they glow.
Yeah, they're nice headphones. But yeah, we're gonna be going live with all that April 18th to celebrate not only our 1-year anniversary on YouTube, but close to Kevin's birthday. So we're gonna be celebrating his birthday as well by punishing ourselves while Kevin watches and enjoys.
It's like the best birthday present I could ask for.
Yes, it is. So you guys stay tuned for all that. In the coming weeks, you'll see the supplies being bought and ordered. You'll see them on our Instagram stories and our Facebook pages. Basically, just follow our social media and you'll see all the stuff, all the supplies. And yeah, don't try this stuff at home. Don't do it at all. Don't follow our example. This is how stupid this is. The fact that they would allow it. We're all stupid because I planned this and that they're going along with this. We're all stupid. Don't do what we do, kids.
All right, I'll just skip out this.
It's not exactly that we're professionals. It's just that we have death wishes.
We're professional idiots.
That's true. That's very true.
You can't get out of this. You shook on the bet. You agreed to this bet. We both lost this bet.
If you can get your mom to get a signed agreement
lose.
saying that.
Look.
Wait, let's make this more interesting. Whoever can't finish their ramen isn't allowed to have ice cream.
No. Ryan, you didn't finish the last time. Kevin, you didn't finish. I finished.
What do you mean I didn't finish? I finished the whole bowl.
So did I. So Kevin's the only one in the group. No, Kevin and Mark didn't finish it. So yeah. Y'all can't talk smack.
Yeah, Kevin.
You're right. I can't. I'm not going to.
Exactly. And if you do try something to talk smack, we will make sure you take it with a lot of the hot sauce too. Again, I urge 1 million.
Anything.
So, yeah. Moving on to the episode because we've been harping on this for so long. Basically, instead of Orion taking down the Armada ship, which they are facing now, it's how do I say? So yeah, basically, it was the HyperForce Rangers. They're the reason why the Armada ship was taken down instead of Orion. So Orion heads off to Earth and whatnot. And you guys seen Super Mega Force, you know what happens. And Rangers and Orion part ways, and now we're actually up to this very simple part of time in HyperForce. This is exactly where we are. Well, they're a day ahead in the episode right now, but obviously we're talking and reviewing, so this is gonna go side to side. Either way, the HyperForce Rangers have to head over to later on in 2014 because the Alliance are trying to get their hands on the Armada, which is possibly the second largest army in Power Rangers history, next to the Alliance of Evil. Obviously, that's not going so well for him right now because he's trying to make sure Zordon doesn't get destroyed by Andros, which I honestly still think that's going to end up being an episode in HyperForce, that they're going to meet with Andros and
That'd be cool.
try and prevent him from killing Zordon. Because there's a hashtag going around Save Zordon, and that hashtag shouldn't be going around because if they save Zordon, all this does not happen. So it's hashtag find Zordon and obliterate him. I swear
Actually,
I didn't make up that hashtag.
It should be hashtag stop the alliance.
That's a good one.
Pretty cool.
That's a good one. I'll give you that.
That needs
Or
to be
hashtag.
trending.
That hashtag joke is a year old, Kevin.
I know.
It's a nice
Didn't
little
think I
throwback to
cared.
one of our older days at Hengine Gate when we had hashtag where's Ryan, hashtag where's Yuki.
I mean, used to. We still do.
I mean, Ryan's here.
Not anymore.
Rude.
Not to be hashtag where's Mark.
At work.
Thanks for ruining that. But I think we've already discussed why we have that hashtag. Moving on. So the Rangers are part of the legendary battle. Like they are part of this. That's another way to in this episode you will see Troy and Orion against Emperor Malvo. His name is Ryan. I don't remember. Either way, to make sure the Alliance doesn't get the Armada, the Rangers step in. The HyperForce Rangers step in. Troy and Orion obviously crash into the Emperor Malvo ship, and Chloe, what does she do? She activates the Vengeance virus in Vesper within the smaller Armada ships, or causing the lead ship to blast as many smaller Armada ships. And Scorpina and Volcanos from the Alliance try to get some remaining Armada ships to use, but are forced to retreat after the Vengeance virus came to ruin their plans.
Yeah.
Chloe is making her escape from the ship, from the Elite Armada ship. She uses her whirlwind attack to see that Troy and Orion are safe from the exploding ship, and that's when they turn into in space and make it back safely. Whoa, going a little too fast for this. But yes, so instead, I think this is probably what happened in Go Character as well. It's like you got the HyperForce Rangers invading both Power Rangers and Sentai. Chloe is the reason why Captain Marvelous and Guy were saved after they had to fight the Emperor. I don't know about that much, but I know in Power Ranger time, Chloe saved them too, and my theory was correct that Troy, the Super Mega Force Red Ranger, would be in HyperForce for this episode. And I did notice on our Twitter page that it was tweeted out that I was right. So yes, I was right. Another theory from Hengine Gate was correct.
Yeah, we're on a roll.
Well, we're on a roll, baby. Obviously we know what
I'm
went
on a chair. I'm not sure about you guys.
Huh?
I'm on a chair. I'm not sure about you guys. Why are you guys on a roll? You aren't sandwiches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're all on a roll for something. Kevin, you got Go Busters being adapted. I got Troy being on HyperForce. We've guessed a few good HyperForce theories before in the past. So hey, just keep this train rolling, baby. The legendary battle begins. Eddie he begs Alpha to let them join because Eddie's just like, all the Rangers, oh my God, come on, Alpha, please.
Yes.
And like it's very, and Alpha begrudgingly agrees, even though it's like, because he's just like, yo, this can alter the future. But he's like, okay, you gotta do what you gotta do to help. And then the Rangers become aid to the legendary Rangers. Marv got Tommy's attention. Remember, Dr. Oliver and them had their little adventure. So Dr. Oliver is still like, yo, do your thing, man. But, he still remembers them. Marv had an epic fail run. So he got his attention. Marv runs off to hide because he had an epic fail. It wasn't really a good rolling game for Marv. That really is. They need new dice. I still think they need new dice.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually what fixes that. New dice.
Yeah.
The hyper dice.
Knowing that the HyperForce Rangers shouldn't be there, Dr. Oliver tries to get them to leave before that they alter the time too severely. And I want to also note that Ryan also was right about who would be in the episode. He was right about the HyperForce. No. Yeah, Ryan was right about the Super Megaforce Blue being a featured character on the episode as well.
Yay!
No, that's Leo. I thought that was that's Leo. Lost Galaxy Ranger. You got Lost Galaxy. Everybody there was in this episode, but yes, Ryan, you were right. You got the Forever Blue thing that you theorized as well. So that's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, the day was won. HyperForce helped save the entire world from the Armada. Made sure they stopped the Alliance from the Armada. From obtaining the ship from the Armada. That was a big blow to the Alliance as well. So, yeah. And Marv, he wanted... So the I was gonna say when Troy leaves his Gokai saber in the sand after the whole day is done, not Troy, Marv. So I'm getting too mixed up because they're both based off the same guy.
Uh-huh.
Captain Marvelous, Marv based off Captain Marvelous is like. So Marv wanted to take the Gokai saber for himself as a souvenir. They can't do that because it would mess with time.
I would have done it.
I know. That would have been hilarious. The saber went from Captain Marvelous to Captain Marvelous. Come on, that. But yeah, that's the end of the episode because the Rangers are off to a new mission. Off back into the Hyperstream. That's the end of episode 18. I carried on a little bit too much, but no, I liked it because it added on the mythology of Megaforce, and it's like, okay, whatever reason they had for what they did in this episode, they rectified it in HyperForce.
Yay!
So this is the extended movie. So this rectified whatever they did in the episode for the 30-minute mark. So it's like whatever was rectified in this episode was rectified more through HyperForce.
HyperForce saving the day again.
Mm-hmm. So now I can watch this movie knowing that the HyperForce Rangers were there.
Yay!
But that's the end of that episode. Now we're gonna review
Yes, there is
Lupinranger
more.
v Patrangers episode 4 and 5. Kevin, what are your thoughts
Take
on
it away, boys.
Episode 4. What was episode 4?
it?
Oh yeah, episode 4 was kind of interesting. Showed the really odd dynamic with Yellow. And 5 was amazing because those Dial Fighters and the fight between the Red
Oh, the new
Rangers,
ones, right?
the Reds were amazing.
That was an
Were
excellent.
awesome.
That,
Also, I've noticed this season has a lot better choreographed fight scenes than others, like the recent ones.
I mean, Duoger and Q Ranger had very good choreographed fight scenes in those seasons. They just, I guess, what they did was just improve on what they already had down pat. So, I mean, whatever they're doing over there in Japan, keep it up. I love it. I cannot wait for tomorrow's episode 6.
Oh yeah, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Speaking of tomorrow,
time is Saturday. Japan's time is Sunday. So either way.
question:
Yo,
are you guys coming over tomorrow?
we'll discuss that after the review. We'll discuss.
Okay.
But yes, all in all, Lupinranger v Patranger. What side are you guys on? I'm more Lupin, but I don't know. Patrangers. It's a toss up for me. I can't decide. Kevin, what side are you on?
Lupin.
Ryan.
Lupin seems more fun.
Oh my god. It's because it's like the Power Rangers are good guys and they have a good valid reason in what they do. So it's like they obviously they have a reason to fight the Ganglers. Then you got the Power Rangers. Lupin Rangers are bad guys.
Nah, they just want treasure, that's all.
They fight the bad guys.
Neutral.
Don't go okay. The Lupin Rangers fight the bad guys, but they don't go in the traditional sense of how the Power Rangers do. They're like vigilantes.
Pretty much, yeah.
And it's a refreshing take to see on Power Rangers. You haven't seen that since Gokaiger. Haven't seen the bad guys doing good things and whatnot. But you see more of it here because these guys.
Can you guys hear me?
These guys are thieves. Their thievery skills are so strong. They stole the dial machines from the freaking Power Rangers, because they think themselves, oh, this is just another Lupin collection. This belongs to us. We're gonna steal it from you. I don't know. I was feeling so emotional. I was feeling angry. I was sad. I didn't know what I was feeling. I was like, Jesus. That's how good the show is. It had me reeling.
It had me conflicted because the Lupin Ranger has their reasons, to save their family, but you always want to root for the good guy.
Yeah.
But
who's the good guy in this season? You don't know. That
technically they both no. You know, be the biggest twist?
What?
If the Ganglers were the good guys.
Oh my god. That's
Holy
like how I think it was episode 4, the Gangler who made that statue of the main boss freaking broke the statue, and they didn't even react when the statue was broken. They're just like, huh. Son of a bitch.
That statue's broken.
That had me cracking up.
So I was looking because I like to research stuff. Apparently, every item that, every part of Lupin collection that a Gangler had is either a callback to a previous Sentai series,
Yep, noticed that.
or a remade version of some Sentai series.
Well, I mean, we already discussed that. One of them was the Morph Embrace from Go Busters, and another thing was from Q Ranger. No, one of them I think was the Orbital Q-Tama for Shishi Red Rhyan, and another one was from Tokyuger. I just noticed a few from the recent seasons.
Oh, you remember that picture, that image of all the table.
I think so.
I read one part of it. It's Geki Bat from Geki Ranger.
Yeah, I heard that too somewhere.
But yeah, so
Amazing. Yes, you guys really need to be watching Lupinranger if you Power Ranger. But moving onwards to episode 19, where we last time. No, we didn't. On Twitter, we did. On Twitter, it was tweeted that Kyle Higgins, who writes Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Boom comics, was going to be on this episode. Yeah, see, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Green Ranger. So he was on it, and Malika was not GM for this episode 19.
No, it was such a surprise, man.
It went to Zach, which again tweeted on our Pension Gate thing. You should really follow us on Twitter. So yeah, Zach was GM.
Yep.
And Malika was just. I will reveal who she is when getting onto the episode. So.
Oh, not to mention your other special guests.
I already mentioned Kyle Higgins.
Yep.
Me.
Kyle Higgins, but what makes it more awesome is that Kyle Higgins not only writes the Mighty Morphin comic, but he also wrote Nightwing. I think he did the Rebirth Nightwing series. I know. I think he also did. No, he didn't do Grayson. At least I don't remember. I have to. I have to go back and research that. But yeah, Kyle Higgins wrote for Nightwing. He also wrote Batman Beyond 2.0, which called I have the hard copy issues, which is called Batman Beyond Unlimited. And that storyline that reveals a little something about what happened when he wrote it. He revealed a little bit more what went down right after Tim Drake was Jokerfied in the Return of Joker. So you'll find out what happened to him after they killed the Joker. And that can't really be much of a spoiler if you guys haven't really watched Batman Beyond. If you haven't watched Batman Beyond, where the hell have you been?
I know, right? Unless you were
like
young
legitimately.
enough.
Like, come on. But yeah, Kyle Higgins, great comic book writer. I love all his stories. So I can't really stress enough how awesome it is to have him on HyperRPG for Power Rangers, because now his what's it called? His Shattered Grid storyline, which is coming out. Woo! Less than 10 days, 9 days, give or take. Yeah, no, okay, so he wrote a few pages for Batman Eternal as well. So I'm trying to remember what Kyle Higgins wrote. So I know he did a lot of DC stuff. So just to background check how awesome this guy is before we get into the episode, because we're basically in the Shattered Grid timeline.
Mm-hmm.
So he wrote the Logan Legacy for the Death of Wolverine. He wrote a lot of stuff for Captain America and the Avengers. He also wrote for Detective Comics back in 2010. This is before the New 52. He wrote Deathstroke. So he started writing the Nightwing series from the New 52. And then I think that was about it. He wrote he wrote a few good things here and there, but I guess my main thing is that he wrote Batman Beyond, because that's where I got when I started reading Batman Beyond again. So knowing, and I guess I want to amplify the big deal of how Shattered Grid is a serious threat to the Power Rangers universe, because how do I say this? In Batman Beyond, you guys know what happened in you guys know what happened in the Batman movie Killing Joke with Batman and Batgirl hooking up.
Yep.
Yes, you guys know the rampage over that.
Yep.
Okay, so like a year or two prior to the movie coming out, in Batman Beyond, it was written that Batman and Batgirl hooked up while Nightwing was away in Bloodhaven. So while Dick he knew Batman hooked up with Batgirl. He didn't care, but he was a little upset about what's he was upset that Bruce lied about it. He was more upset, and then we found out Barbara was pregnant and had a miscarriage. It was a big bombshell in that story to see that. And this, mind you, was within DC animated universe. So if you watch Justice League, Batman animated series, Justice League, if you watch any animated series from DC from the 90s to the early 2000s, this storyline that Kyle Higgins wrote is connected to that series. So from Batman Unlimited to Batman Universe, that's what Kyle Higgins wrote, and that's a serious implication. If I'm using the word right, but you guys get my point. So if he can mess up the Bat family that bad to lead up to what happens in the Batman Beyond cartoon series, in between not Killing Joke, the Return Joker, where Robin is justified to the point where Terry becomes Batman. If Kyle gets to write that, then what do you think he can do with Power Rangers and this Shattered Grid event? What do you think will happen before we continue the episode?
A lot of dark stuff going on here.
Mm-hmm. Most likely, saying how most big event comics go through is going to get real.
Mm-hmm. I think that Shattered Grid, and this is HyperForce. So this is in the Shattered Grid comic universe. So stuff's gonna get crazy fast. So let's get to the episode. Rangers, they're just chilling back on their ship. They're like, woo! We saved the world. We saved the universe. As you can clearly see, this was go down. They basically stopped the Armada. They saved these two Rangers fighting Armavo.
Yes.
Got a little comfy, and all of a sudden, Alpha started getting a distress beacon on his distress beacon. Oh, before I start saying Zach, who's GM, he does a fantastic Alpha. If I do say so myself. He's great. I mean, I'm so used to Malika's Alpha, but he's good. He's doing good. So the Rangers have Alpha. They have him double check to be certain that their plan to sabotage the Armada has been going successful. He confirms that the modified Vendrix virus was completely successful and had spread to the ships and beyond Earth. Basically, the Rangers are now trying to be ahead of the Alliance, make sure they can do whatever they can to stop them. And that's where they get the distress beacon from what went down. So, oh yeah, so they're just chilling, having a good time. They're Vesper singing, Chloe and Vesper start singing, and then they try to get Marv to join in. As soon as that happened, as soon as he was about to join in, the alarm goes off. It's some dark energy coming from the time stream, and it entered into the hyper stream.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking it's the Alliance, it's not the Alliance because they don't have the technology to enter the hyper stream.
But they do sense an energy.
So they go on to investigate, and they find themselves in New Tech City. Just they don't know where in time they are because it's not the New Tech City they're used to.
It looks the same, but yet it's not the same.
Not the same. So they go around looking through the city. It's like it's familiar, but it's still surreal dystopian sense they're getting
And
from
then they
it.
get halted. Because what was it? Going a bit further on, curfew. Why you not
All
indoors
right,
yet? Ooh.
the Mastodon Sentry comes. Eddie. I think Vesper. Ah,
Vesper got herself a little bit of trouble.
yeah, so like, she overhears that the curfew is in effect. So Chloe, using her very skillful stealth abilities, spies a group of individuals that are all Black Rangers. So Vesper's like, hey, Black is the best one. Eddie,
Mm-hmm.
he decides to go to investigate it. And that's when Rhyan says he got hit with spotlight. He had to drop to his knees. I, I was cracking up laughing. This is like Eddie's the only one there. So he's just like, oh come on, seriously? Is it because of the skin of the color of my skin? Really? Come on. So I don't hark. I hear
Hi,
police.
Jared.
That was not planned at all. I swear. But yeah, so Eddie's just like, come on, is it is it the color of my skin? Is that why I'm being stopped? It's like, no, because you're the only one here. You're outside after curfew. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like a little black on black crime happening, and then Vesper jumps in, gets a little over her head.
Yeah, she went a little bit too far.
Got
Almost got herself killed.
and they
I was like,
weren't taking her stuff. So one of them hit her upside the head with the butt of the gun. Boom! Hit her upside the head.
almost got shot too in the face.
Marv, then he jumps into action. Like, it's morphin' time! Flash morphs. Boom, going in there. He takes out he takes out the ranger that hit Vesper, and then Chloe and Jack join the fight, and Eddie kicks the unconscious Black Ranger for hurting Vesper. She's like, you don't hurt my woman like that, man.
And then more arrive.
Yeah, so he disarms another Black Ranger and tosses the gun at the Black Ranger, manning the spotlight from the guard tower to take him out. And Vesper wakes up. She's a little dazed, probably a little concussed. So what she does,
She screwed up. It's like it's I forgot. She said
Torpid
like it's
mime.
morphin' time backwards somehow.
Yeah, so she's a little dazed and confused. She morphs, but she goes, "It's Torpid mime." And
Wait, what?
instead of it's morphin' time, it's Torpid mime. That's the new call phrase now. So she chops another guard down off the top.
Oh,
Of
cool
the
thing
tower
part is
with her
she
weapon.
took down the guard tower. She went Captain American style.
Yeah. So as the fighting continues, and the Rangers are saved by Kyle Higgins.
Yes, the mysterious
I
dude.
have expected you to say Kylo Ren.
Well, so yes, Kyle Higgins' character comes. He's all badass. Like he comes in with a catchphrase saying, "And to think I wasn't gonna get my workout in today." I was like, "Yep, yep, all types of yep."
Playing that role.
Just taking out Mastodon sentries left and right, shooting one through the head, bang, bang, bang. Like, oh. And Eddie is like, I hope he's not sexy. And like,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and then Kyle Higgins, he goes like, think of me of more like a young Michael Dean. And Eddie's like, oh man, because he knows, usually a new dude coming around, Vesper's gonna get, be fancying him. Feel bad for Eddie. There should be another hashtag, justice for Eddie. But so this dude comes in, takes out all the Mastodon sentries.
Mm-hmm.
So you find out his name is Captain Hicks, and then there's Scout, Scout Fidget,
Oh yeah, Fidget. Yeah, he's a little twitchy.
a little twitchy. Things been going on. It's war time. We're in the Boom Studios universe of Power Rangers, and not the good side either. We're on the bad, dark. They're the dark side, the evil, certain Ranger side.
Mm-hmm.
But so yeah, the Rangers meet this guy, his crew. They're heading to the base of their base of operations. So Marv tries to talk to Vesper and be like, "Look, you can't be reckless anymore. You know, you're our family. We care about you. We don't need you doing something like this. We don't want you to, die. You know, you're the only family we have.
Yes, talk.
You know, they're trying to look out for each other. And, she tells Marv that she would rather be injured herself than have someone she loves be injured. And these guys, Eddie obviously has to hear what's going on because Marv's talking to his lady, and the soldier guys, they hear this and they're like, "No time for any sentimental stuff like that."
That stuff gets you killed.
Mm-hmm. They can't risk, they can't have that time. So, let's see. He recognizes that the HyperForce Rangers aren't from this reality, and he informs them that that this is not the first time.
Trespassing.
What happened?
Well, since they're technically not part of that reality, they're trespassing.
I mean, they're time travelers in a sense. They're doing what they got to do, so they can. He informs them that this isn't the first time that the Resistance, known as the Coinless, has met Rangers from an alternate timeline, and that's when he starts explaining what's been going on from the Boom Studio comics from that storyline of Lord Drakon.
Yep, it was cool.
So it's just a big recap, basically, of what went down.
Pretty much, yep.
It was green, white, red, black. They know Tommy because they fought with Tommy, obviously, multiple times. As you can see here, they fought with Tommy just an episode ago. Oh boy. So it's a big recap of what's been going on in the comics, in the Boom Studios comics. And if you guys aren't even reading that, what are you doing? If you haven't been watching HyperForce, if you haven't been watching Batman Beyond, if you don't read Batman Beyond, if you're not reading these Power Rangers comics, what are you guys doing with your life? Get onto it right now. Make a day of it. Watch Batman Beyond. Watch Return of the Joker. Read the Batman Beyond comics that are connected to the TV show. Go read the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comics from Boom Studios, written by Kyle Higgins. You need to read it. He's a fantastic author. Seriously, you're not reading this stuff. What are you doing?
Also, we're not funded by anyone, so
we're not.
Yeah, we're just talking these.
This is just really good stuff that we want to talk about. So get to it.
Yeah.
And then, you tweet at them and tell them that we here at Henshin Gate sent you there. But yeah, so Rangers are all caught up to speed of what went down in the comics. Tommy became evil. He was turned good, decided to stay with evil, became Lord Drakon. He killed Jason, he killed Billy. Damn, I'm a little tight at that still.
Surprise.
Yeah, big spoiler mark. If you haven't read the Mighty Morphin comics, we already went on a rant on why you should read it. So at the end, Lord Drakon was stopped by the Rangers that had not died. Good story. Good story.
They teamed up. They used whatever power coin that was not under Lord Draken's control. Mm-hmm. Pretty much made an EMP wave that disrupted all their the powers, even Lord Draken's power.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been missing for a while ever since that EMP blast of energy.
Yeah, that's basically it. But now the power vacuum is the big power back.
Unfortunately, it is every century, so there's still some centuries with powers, obviously, as you saw.
That's because there are evil forces that were under him that have begun to splinter off to take control. Like Scorpina, from that reality, not the Scorpina with the Alliance, not the main universe Scorpina. This Boom Studio Comics Lord Dracon universe Scorpina. She's seeking power for herself. Another faction remains loyal to Lord Dracon. That's led by his assistant, Mr. Fox.
Yep. And people do not get the reference. That means they have not read the comic books. I saw the comment section.
Rhyan has to tell you off, and you know you messed up. Don't get Rhyan to tell you off. So, they're disturbed at what the reality could have been. They're sick to their stomachs. Like, how could such a reality exist? How could such a thing happen? How can a ranger do such a thing? Well, you know, they already fought evil rangers.
And stayed evil.
Well, I mean, they fought the A-Squad Rangers.
I was going to say fan fiction. That usually helps.
Yeah, fan. But they meet the leader of the soldiers, and they learn that the Colonel is an alternate reality of, I just mentioned A-Squad, SPD Rangers, is an alternate reality of the SPD Green Ranger Lena Song. And I wish I had a Power Ranger episode to reference in any of this. Don't. I guess our best bet is the Power Rangers in space. So we'll just go with that for now. We're gonna go to the later season to where the Federation of Evil, Alliance of Evil, or whatever. Countdown to Destruction. That's the best we got for it right now to link this. So yeah, so they find it's Lena Song. She's back, but she's not the same Lena Song that they knew from the SPD timeline.
Nope, just part of the resistance now.
Yeah, so seeing what the state of this world is like, Chloe tries to get Alpha to beam him some junk food, and they just like cake. I haven't had cake in years. I need cake.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! And Alpha gets on Chloe's cake. It's like, Chloe, what is wrong with you? You mess! You get this pigsty! Oh my god, Chloe, can you not learn to clean your room? Jeez, Chloe. So, Chloe's just like, yeah, sorry, Alpha, bye. And Vesper's like, okay, when we get back, I'm gonna reboot Alpha to make sure he forgets about your messy room. And that's the break for episode 19. I ain't got much to say. I think we said everything. I want to reveal stuff, but I think we'll wait till the end. I don't know.
Wait, reveal what?
Oh, I guess I can say something. There's something I can say. Peter Sidarso, who plays Preston the Blue Ninja Steel Ranger and Marv the Red HyperForce Ranger, he made a variant cover for the Shattered Grid comic, which I think they gave away at Emerald City Comic Con over the weekend. I don't remember, but yeah, Peter Sidarso made an alternate cover. It was badass cover. HyperForce Rangers are on an alternate cover as well. They got
WonderCon, man.
Peter Sidarso, his brother Yoshi Sidarso, who plays Joe, the Silver Time Force Ranger.
Yeah.
Paul Schreer. Well, Paul Schreer's been on Power Ranger comic covers, but now you got Strawberry 17 Megan, Christina, and Andre. All of the HyperForce Rangers are on a cover. They're on a cover for Power Ranger comics, though.
WonderCon, whatever.
Oh, yeah, right. WonderCon. Thanks, Ryan. I didn't really check her on Twitter. Guys, are you guys going to WonderCon? You're gonna pick up that issue. Pick it up. Get the variant cover. Get the HyperForce Rangers. Share.
Then they're gonna sell it for a very high price.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait. What day is it? Oh, I want Shattered Grid.
Buy it in comics. It should be coming out already.
Oh, it's not coming soon enough. It's coming out next week.
Oh, okay. It's next week.
It's not soon enough. I need it. I need it now.
Let's buy it.
Either way, Shattered Grid. I can't wait for this. I think this is like more about like a prelude to Shattered Grid.
What?
I think this episode is a prelude to Shattered Grid. I'm not sure because it will. We'll
Probably is.
Well, actually, the prelude is in the Go Go Power Rangers version in the comic books.
Right, that too.
Just like Boom Comics, yeah.
Yeah, Boom Comics is doing a bang up job with Power Rangers.
Yes, they are.
So, back to the episode. So, Vesper decides to reboot Alpha once this is done. So, Colonel Song observes Vesper and Chloe that they're odd and they might be special, in which Chloe responds with an enthusiastic yes, and she goes, "Pick Battle Warrior!"
Oh, yeah, and blinded everyone.
He blinded everybody. Jesus, Chloe, why?
Well, it proved they had power that the other Rangers did not have.
Right, so these are different Rangers. These aren't the Mighty Morphin Rangers. These aren't any type of Rangers that they've ever really dealt with. These are Doctor Who-esque Rangers, only with a little bit more power than Doctor Who-esque Rangers from Time Force.
Power Rangers go!
Chloe then makes burritos from whatever she can scrounge up for the soldiers and other HyperForce Rangers using, again, meat that she can find from the sewers. Ugh. So then the Rangers and the soldiers come up with a plan to rescue some of the coinless from Scorpina's prisons.
Yep.
In the song, she warns that they must be cautious, that Ranger sentries they may unleash the Great Destroyer upon them.
I wonder what that could be.
Then the soldiers, Major Galushi, Scout Fidget, and Private Rice, they decide to sneak into the prison using the underground tunnel, while the HyperForce Rangers are using distractions. Like they are doing. While they're using distraction at the prison's main gate by using like explosions of Jack's morph and spare bomb Vesper gifted to Chloe after having dealt with SVA squad. So Marv summons his Zord to deal with the Mastodon and Sabretooth Tiger sentries.
I know. It's like, well, I guess it's, to be fair, they were outnumbered, so calling Zord is kind of within their right.
Trying to even up the odds. I kind of skipped the part I took a note on that. I missed it. That Colonel Song, she calls Vesper a polygoat, and then Vesper, Chloe, and Eddie, they all pop up. It's like, yo, what'd you say? What'd you say, my friend? What'd you call me? It's like a polygoat. Means you like many languages. So I like how it was like obviously Vesper feeling insulted because she calls herself Vesper the Great. It's like, I'm the best. I am great. You don't call me out on anything. You don't call me things I don't know. I'll cut you. I almost cut her. That's how Vesper is. And I believe she would have cut Eddie's ex-girlfriend. And Chloe, obviously very protective of her friend, she's going and popping off as well. Like, what'd you say to my friend? What'd you call my friend? We're gonna start something here? I am Pink Battle Warrior mode now, girl. Ooh, we fighting. And then Eddie, obviously, you know, him and Vesper are a little thing, not a thing. He's getting defensive. He was about to say, "What did you say about my girl?" Back to where we were. Oh, and I also made another note. Really messed up that Vesper takes Scout Fidget and spins him. It's like, hey, Fidget Spinner. And a nice little, more hilarious thing. Christina V. She does a little dab. Dabbing on him. Yeah, that's what makes this makes the show great. So, yeah, back to the mission at hand. So yeah, Marv takes out his Zord, and then Colonel Song and Vesper make their way to the server room to download documents pertaining to the Great Destroyer.
Dun dun dun.
The nickname given to its reality, Serpentera. How much you want to bet this doesn't run on AAA batteries? Yeah, so the rescued members of the Coinless informed the other soldiers and the HyperForce Rangers that the person they've been calling Captain Hicks is just an imposter. Dun dun dun. And as they witness the fate of the real Captain Hicks, also Captain Hicks is dead. Yeah, so damn, son. So Captain Hicks reveals himself to be Finster 5's monster, Pumpkin Rapper.
Oh my God.
Pumpkin Rapper just to annoy you right now, Kevin. Got lucky.
No, what was this monster's name?
Pumpkin Rapper, remember?
What was this monster's name?
Pumpkin Raptor. Rapper, I mean, not Raptor.
Remember the Halloween episode?
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
The tick-tock is like tick-tock on the clock. Show me what you Rangers really got.
I automatically am kind of bothered by this.
Oh, well, rest in peace, Higgins. He was captured.
You got Pumpkin Rapper? Really? Really? I should have put that
Who would expect to come out of Higgins?
He starts a rap battle with Eddie.
Yes, because that's something that we need.
Okay, this episode, I don't know how to feel about this episode, because it's like, okay, the black guy, spotlight on him, gun to his head, down on the floor, hands in the air, already. It's like black on black crime, the Black Ranger Century. It's already bad enough as is. And you got a black man rapping. Okay, what in the world? Why? But moving on.
Man, I don't know.
Oh, well. And then, just have to say, in that episode,
the Pumpkin Rapper, though.
The poor GM had really bad roles. So, Pumpkin Raptor did
I wanted
to
mention this. Andre, I'm so sorry, brother. You had terrible roles because while they were trying to recap what went down in the Mighty Morphin comics through the Lord Draken arc, Eddie was trying to remember what was going on with Tommy. Like they were trying to remember past roles as Rangers. He was trying to roll a 3 or higher, but he kept getting 2s. How, Sway? I felt bad.
He wanted to reveal he didn't need to roll for knowledge check.
Didn't, but different GM, different rules, baby.
Although the DM did have pretty bad rolls himself. And it's like, I promise, guys, I'm making this challenging. Oh my, poor dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a little worried. I'm like, oh crap, Zach's gonna be GM. He's gonna make it difficult. But
no, next week he'll have better rolls.
He probably will. It was good. I like I said, I enjoyed his alpha. I like seeing him in the GM role, though. If there are times he needs to be in the GM role. No offense to Malika, because we all love Malika in the GM role. If Zach wants to be GM from time to time, I wouldn't mind it. He was great. He did his thing. He did good. I liked his Fidget. I liked his little Fidget character the most. I liked that.
Yeah, I did like Fidget too.
Moving on. Pumpkin Rapper grew into his big monster size. Jack and Eddie try to save as many prisoners as they can while Chloe was going on she went into self-destruct mode and suicide bombs the prison and the Zords. Yeah, Chloe. She's got to stop eating the burritos before battle. So the Zords remain, mostly unscathed from the blast.
Jack is really damn hurt. Vesper's sort of all right.
Jack and Vesper, they're pretty badly injured, but Jack was forced out of the morgue, which I'm fearing because every time the guys, it's usually the male Rangers that are close to death.
Oh man, yeah, Jack. He fucking got demorphed again. Oh, hard hit.
And then,
and not only the prisoners they tried to save got vaporized.
Yeah.
Like damn, Pumpkin Raptor. Rapper, not Raptor.
Many Ranger sentries have been vaporized, and nearly all the prisoners that they were trying to save were killed. Yeah. So Marv, Chloe, and Eddie check on Vesper and Jack, but now they're surrounded by trucks filled with saber-toothed tiger and Tyrannosaurus Ranger sentries. Well, no.
I know. Red guys came
Those Red Ranger sentries, they dropped from the airship along with this menacing figure that they immediately recognized. The HyperForce Rangers immediately recognized from the propaganda posters. Lord Dragon. That's the end of the episode.
Tune in next week, people, to see what the hell happened.
What do you think's gonna happen? Lord Dragon's back, baby. Oh my God. And to add icing onto this crazy cake, Tommy
question is
Jason David Frank will be returning to HyperRPG next week as Tommy Oliver, but not as Tommy Oliver as we would think. He's coming back as Lord Draken.
And that was Draken.
Has similar hair to Lord Draken.
Draken, same thing.
Draken. Who cares? Lord Draken. Oh my God. So, what do you think is going to happen, guys?
Well, someone's definitely going to get hurt.
I mean, Jack already got hurt. Vesper already got hurt. Eddie got hurt. Everybody getting hurt. I think Chloe's the only one that hasn't been.
I'm not hurt.
You will be.
Yeah, and you're usually the game master anyway, Kevin, so it really wouldn't matter.
That's true.
But Chloe's the only Ranger that hasn't been damaged badly. Vesper's close, but Chloe's the only one that has not been damaged badly. So, Shattered Grid might change that, and I feel bad for all these Rangers because it's going to be crazy. But I'm excited. I can't wait.
I don't even know how they're gonna how they're gonna solve this, man. It's like it's a totally different reality. Evil Green Ranger. I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of this story.
It's gonna get nuts so crazy real fast, but I can't wait to see. I can't wait to read this story. I can't wait to watch next week's episode. And then, yes, we'll be back again in 2 weeks with our HyperForce review, with a result, a conclusion. Hopefully nobody dies. But if I had to put someone on the chopping block, unfortunately, it might be go to Colonel Song.
Although,
I'm not
prediction,
I wanted to.
I'm saying that Megazord battle.
The only reason why I say Colonel Song is because it would hurt the Rangers very much, and it will be development for them. More development than they already have,
Wow. Really? Come on, man. Do they have to learn that way?
I mean, they already killed civilians. So, I mean, it just adds on to the development of being Rangers and be like, all right, we got to really take this more serious. We got to be more Rangerly than what we already are now. We're very unorthodox. We're not, they're not, these aren't your grandpappy's Power Rangers. This storyline ain't your grandpappy's Power Ranger storyline either. This is dark. This makes RPM look like
Walk Power Rangers.
It makes RPM look like what's the lightest season? Make RPM. I can't. Is Turbo the lightest season?
Turbo.
The remake of the first season. No, the one with the cartoony punching
Yes,
gags.
yes. This will make RPM look like the 2010 remake of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This is how dark this stuff is getting. And RPM is
Wow,
possibly the darkest Power Rangers ever. This makes all the darkest Super Sentai and Kamen Rider seasons combined look like kitty fluff stuff.
Yeah.
And Kamen Rider is dark. Like,
oh, it can be, yeah.
people die and don't come back. This ain't Dragon Ball.
Rest in peace, those who
Like
watch.
even in Super Sentai,
Rangers
Rangers die and they don't come back. This people are going down, maybe. The only Ranger that came back and died and came back was Kendrick from Lost Galaxy. But you know, we're so glad she was doing better after that. But either way, we're gonna die. This is gonna be some click, click, bang, bang stuff that we've never seen before. But I'm saying it all like this, I'm so excited. So, yeah. Again, must praise HyperRPG. Oh, right. Forgot to mention, Power Rangers has teamed up with a Renegade game company to make a Power Rangers board game.
Renegade.
Power Rangers Monopoly. We have Power Rangers Trivial Pursuit. We have, I think those are the only two Power Rangers board games I can think of. But actually, isn't Monopoly owned by Hasbro?
Yes.
This makes perfect sense then. I like how Hasbro put out a Power Rangers game before Hasbro owned Power Rangers.
Uh-huh.
Also,
Yeah.
Hasbro also owns, I think, Dungeons and Dragons. So we it isn't a thought of if, it's a thought of when we're getting it.
Hopefully we're getting HyperForce soon. Hopefully. Because now I think Renegade is also a little subsidiary of Hasbro. I don't know. I should read that article. But either way, do you guys think all right, we already have a Monopoly. I think they should update the Power Rangers Monopoly game for, newer seasons. Because that was made for the 20th anniversary. Now we're on the 25th anniversary. I also think they should make that's not many other themed board games I can think of outside of Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit. But if they can update True Pursuit as well, then other than that, I want HyperForce. I need HyperForce. Power Rangers in space.
Yep. Well done. Keep going. Don't worry, guys.
I think about it.
I'll be watching.
I don't know, Kev. What kind of board game do you think Power Rangers should make outside of HyperForce?
What?
What board game do you think Power Rangers should make outside of HyperForce?
Hello.
I would say Risk, but that'd be weird.
A Stratego. A shattered grid version of
Stratego.
Great. Oh, I don't know. It's a long ways to go, but
Maybe. Oh, okay.
Connect 4.
Really?
Oh.
No. Yes. What do you guys think? What do you think Power Rangers should make to a board game next? And are you guys watching HyperForce? Are you watching anything else on HyperRPG? Like Pencils and Parsecs? Yeah, Pencils and Parsecs. Perception Check. There are other D&D. They have a lot of D&D games. They do obviously Pencils and Parsecs is the Star Wars D&D game they made their own Mandalorian character, and the only reason why I'm so hyped about that is because I'm rewatching Star Wars Rebels from beginning to end, and I'm to the Mandalorian arc where Sabine is training. Well, she already had a dark hood, so she just saved her dad. I just started season 4, so I just started on season 4 again. So I'm so hyped.
Good. I want to do some.
HyperRPG not only made Power Rangers, made up Power Rangers, made so many Power Ranger-like things. They also made a Mandalorian for Star Wars. Unfortunately, it's not canon to the Star Wars continuity, but it could be. You never know. You guys gotta watch it on HyperRPG. Link to all their stuff, socials down there. Our socials, our links are down in the description as well. I think that's about it.
Yes.
Follow us. We're actually going to be streaming later on Twitch. We're going to be streaming Fortnite. and see how that goes.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Anything else up?
Oh, Ryan's talking, so he's about to say his bye. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm another call.
Yeah. Until then, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys are enjoying HyperForce, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks with another HyperForce review. Don't forget to give the video a like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when we go live with these reviews and post other videos, which we will be doing very soon. Until then, we will catch you guys later. Peace.
Goodbye.